the bizarre reincarnation story of Titu Singh. Welcome to another gripping episode of Motive, Mystery, and Murder. Today, we're delving into one of the most extraordinary and mysterious stories from India, the curious case of Titu Singh, a young boy who claimed to be the reincarnation of a man named Suresh Verma. This is not your average mystery. It's a story that transcends life and death, questions our understanding of reality, and has left even skeptics wondering about the nature of reincarnation. Buckle up, because this one will make you reconsider what you thought you knew about life itself. A memory from another life. Imagine waking up as a toddler and insisting that your family, your home, and even your identity weren't real. For Titu Singh, born in the village of Bad near Agra, India, this was exactly his reality. From as young as 18 months old, Titu started making shocking statements, asking his family to take care of his wife and children in Agra, and claiming that his real name was Suresh Verma. He insisted he wasn't meant to be in Bad and that he had lived in Agra, where he owned a radio shop. At first, his family brushed these off as the strange imaginings of a child, but Titu's persistence made them start questioning whether there was more to it, the search for the truth. Titu's claims became impossible to ignore, so his family decided to investigate. In 1987, after hearing Titu talk in detail about his life as Suresh Verma, Titu's brother traveled to Agra. There, they discovered the shocking truth. A man named Suresh Verma, who had owned a radio shop in Sadar Bazaar, had indeed been shot dead in 1983. Verma's widow, Uma, was still living there, and everything Titu described, from the shop's location to personal details about Suresh's family, matched perfectly. When Suresh's family came to visit Titu, the young boy immediately recognized them. He named Suresh's children and gave specific details about their home, the color of Suresh's car, and even described events that had occurred before Suresh's death. He accurately identified family members, remembered details about Suresh's radio shop, and even became emotional when he was not allowed to stay with his real family in Agra. His precise recollection left everyone stunned. Physical and behavioral evidence. The mystery deepened when the family noticed Titu's physical traits. He had a small circular birthmark on his right temple and similar marks on the back of his skull, matching the locations of Suresh's fatal bullet entry and exit wounds. This type of correlation between birthmarks and traumatic injuries from a past life is something often cited in reincarnation stories. Even Titu's personality bore a striking resemblance to Suresh's. He displayed a similar hot temper and authoritative demeanor. He could operate a car's tape deck effortlessly, something a young boy from a modest rural family would have no experience with. He even drove a car for a short distance, confidently using the clutch and pedals, skills that mirrored those Suresh was known to have. All these characteristics added layers of credibility to his claims. The question of reincarnation. Reincarnation is a belief held by many in India, but cases like Titu's challenge even believers to confront the mysteries of the soul. Interestingly, the timeline for Titu's birth adds an extra element of complexity. Suresh Verma was killed on August 28, 1983, while Titu was reportedly born either in December 1982 or in December 1983. If the latter is accurate, it suggests a typical reincarnation case. However, if the earlier date is true, it could imply something even more rare and mysterious, a phenomenon called prakaya pravesh, where a spirit enters the body of an already living child. This rare type of reincarnation implies that Titu's original soul may have been replaced by Suresh's after a brief illness during infancy. The media and the public reaction. The story of Titu Singh garnered significant attention, both in India and internationally. It was featured in the British magazine Reincarnation International and was even the subject of a BBC documentary. People were captivated by Titu's apparent ability to recall such specific details from a life that wasn't his. Recently, the Desi Crime podcast revisited Titu's story, interviewing him as an adult. Titu, now 40 years old, has moved away from the tumult of his early years. He pursued a more peaceful path, studying yoga and naturopathy, and now works as an assistant professor in Varanasi, teaching yoga therapy. A mystery that remains, Titu Singh's story forces us to question the boundaries of memory, identity, and the continuity of life. Is it truly possible that he was Suresh Verma in a past life? If so, what does this tell us about the soul and what happens after death? Despite extensive scrutiny, including interviews with both families and physical evidence like matching birthmarks, Titu's story has remained an unsolved enigma. What makes Titu's case so compelling isn't just the accuracy of his memories, but the emotional weight of his claims. He genuinely believed he was Suresh Verma to the point of identifying his real family and insisting on his connection to them. His case remains one of the most well-documented instances of possible reincarnation and continues to baffle those who hear it. Thanks for joining me on this incredible journey into the life and past life of Titu Singh. If you found this story as fascinating as I did, please subscribe for more episodes of Motive, Mystery, and Murder, where we unravel the world's most chilling and inexplicable mysteries. Stay curious, stay questioning, and always keep an open mind.